Hello and welcome to the tutorial on how to use your Sirkles key. So this tool is designed to be both a stencil with all of these circle bits here and this larger one here, plus all of the information you need to use it. So I'm really happy with my layout and design here because I've got a lot of information packed in a teeny tiny spot, and I have color coded it so that way you can tell the word circle is this blue line here, the consonant stems are these black lines here, and here we have the modifiers, the vowels, the punctuation circle, and the punctuation itself. Well, the sentence circle and the punctuation itself. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk a little tiny bit about the script itself. So I call this script Sirkles because it turns words and letters into circles, and I spell it with an S and a K because this letter C didn't used to exist. There was no way to write a letter C in the original variation of the script, so you'd use an S or a K to make the different sounds the C makes. Now, this is also commonly called Sherman's script because back in 2011, when this script first started, Lauren Sherman was its creator. And that was before Lauren kind of passed the torch to me as the primary scribe and person to handle all of the commissions and custom work in this script. And I've been doing that since 2011, so a minute. And then it's also commonly known as Gallifreyan or circular Gallifreyan because in the TV show Doctor Who, there are these Time Lords from the planet Gallifrey who use a circular clockwork language to write and stuff like that. However, in the show, most of the artwork for Gallifreyan is just abstract circles that doesn't say anything, and there's no official or canon script, so anything that people want to have actually say something and look like the pretty circles has to be done using a fan-made script, and this is the most popular version. And then it got popular enough that the show itself has used this script or one very, very similar to it to do some transcriptions on the Doctor's sonic screwdriver in the upcoming 2024 season. And that makes me incredibly excited to get the nod from the show about our fan-made little language. So let's get to it. Let's turn some words into artwork. So here is our step-by-step instructions. And the first step is making the word circles. So for each word, we're going to need a circle that is hopefully big enough to fit all of our letters. And a word circle, like this blue one, is read starting at the bottom and then going counterclockwise. So reading order is bottom counterclockwise, and it can spiral inwards. That means we can spiral it inwards if we like, or we can put two word circles inside each other. So if I wanted to do, let me grab the stencil, this one, I could do like artwork. So artwork's going to be the last word. We could do that one as like art, and then we could put work inside it like that. We could do like A-R-T and then W-O-R-K like that. And I think I'll do that. So there's the sentence circle, word circle for artwork. Let's do the rest of them in order. So let's is a relatively small word. It's only got 4 consonants, but we're gonna, keep it, somewhat big. So we'll have, we'll do this one. Let's. Turn is a similar size. Turn. Words is kind of a bigger word, so we'll get a bigger circle. Words. And then we have into, which is another smaller one, into artwork. And because I have the advantage of a computer, I can arrange these guys a little bit like that. So we have our word circles down. Let's turn words into artwork. Lovely. Beautiful. Sweet. So we have these done. Let's turn words into artwork. Now it's time to add the letter stems. So let's find our L in the chart. It's right here. And that means it's going to be this letter stem. Let's talk about the letter stems for a tiny bit. Letter stems are these black circles here. And there are 2 kinds of letter stems. There are divots and there are completed circles. These are the completed circles because they form a full circle. And the difference between these two is this one is on the line of the word circle, whereas this one is inside the word circle. So if we have a consonant stem like this one, and we put it inside, that would be like an L. If we had it like this, crossing the line, that would be a TH. So we don't want to do that. I'm going to keep this out for a bit. So that's the L stem. The E's a vowel. We need a T stem, which is going to be like a little bite taken out of a cookie. And so we do like that. And then we do the same thing for the S, like that. Okay, so we have the L stem, the T stem, and the S stem because we have them in this row, the T and the S. So that's the let's. And now we have our turn. So let's grab another circle. So here's going to be the T. It's another T just like that one, which is shown right here. Then the U's a vowel. The R is in the same row. R. And then we have an N, which is going to go here. Well, looks like I'll need to get a slightly smaller circle to fit there. That one there. Beautiful. And I mean, I can just scale these, but I want to show that you can make decent varieties of stuff using the circles I've given you. So anyway, we have the T, which is a divot, the U, which is going to go here, R, let's erase from this one, R and then N, so let's turn. And now we have words. Conveniently, W, the first letter in words, is a divot stem, and I'm going to show you a trick you can do with these. So as you've probably noticed, they're very common letters. The T, the R, and the S show up a lot in different words. And that allows you to do little tricks. Like, I'm going to need a bigger one. We're going to grab this one. Lets you do stuff like that and link things up. So let's turn W, and then we're going to skip the O because that's a vowel. The R is another R, just like the R in turn. So here's the R. Then a D is a deep divot shape. Why things are grumpy. Okay. So W, O is going to go somewhere, R, D, and then the S is another shallow divot in this row. So we're going to grab a circle and erase it. What the heck? It's like it got stuck on a different layer or something. There we go. Okay. Yay, technology. So W, O is going to go there. R, deep divot, S. Let's return to where we were. Okay. So there's the let's turn words and then into. We are going to have an I to start with, so we don't want to put our N right at the very bottom. Here's an N. Then we have our T. And then we're going to have an O. So I is going to go here. N is right there. It's a completed circle. And then we have the shallow divot for the T. And then we're going to have an O there, so into. And then for the artwork, it's going to start with an A. Then we're going to grab something for the R. And then here's something for the T. So A is going to go there. R is a shallow divot. T is a shallow divot. Art. And then work is another thing that starts with a shallow divot. O is going to go there. Here's an R. And then we're going to need a smaller one for the K. That might be too small. That might, yeah, no, we're gonna use that one. Cool. So make them divots. Okay, so we should have all of our consonants now. So we have L, T, S, So that's let's. Turn, T, R, N, in that second row. Turn, words, W, R, deep divot, D, S, and then we have into. I is a vowel. There's the N, T, and then not the O yet. And then artwork. A is going to go there. R, T, W, R, K. Sweet. So we have step 2 done. Now we're going to add the vowels. Now vowels are smaller circles, and I should make this actually a tiny bit, a little smaller guy. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Lovely. So vowels are these guys here, and there are 3 different vowel positions. There is the E position, which is centered, so either on the line of the word circle, bam, or if it's inside a consonant stem, it's an E. So if we take a look at this stem here, this TH stem, a circle on the line of the word circle, an E could go anywhere here where I'm moving this. And then if we have a shallow divot, same position, we just don't have this line anymore. We just got to keep it in that same space. Because if it goes outside, then it's like an A. And if it goes on the line, then it's like an O. And then here's all the space where the E inside of the J could go. And here's all of the places it could go inside of the B. So that's the central position. That's the position of the E. And then the position of the A is outside the word circle. So any of this space could be an A. Be careful on this line, though, because on this line is like an O. So don't put your A's here where the O's would go. And certainly don't put a vowel right here, because then it could be an A, E, or O position. So we have vowel space here, vowel space outside, vowel space around here, and then vowel space here. And then our last position is the O, which can be anywhere on this line of the word circle, so long as we don't go on the line of the outer ring of the word circle itself, so like a bead on a string. So we can have an O right here, and that is still clearly an O because it's not an A, because it's not outside, and it's not an E, because it's not inside. And then we have this last one here, which the O can go anywhere on that. So those are the 3 different positions. And then I's and U's have line modifiers. Lines on the I's go inwards, lines on the U's go outwards. So let's start putting vowels down. So an E is centered, so here's the L, E, so the E could go there, or it could go here, bam, like that. So L-E-T-S, okay, lovely. T, the U could go here, or the U could go here. I'm going to put the U here because it's the E position. R-N, W-O, the O has to go either on this like a bead on a string, or inside. W-O, R-D-S, okay, lovely. And then we have an I for I-N, and then O for T-O, so I-N-T-O. And then we have the A outside the word circle, R-T-W, here's the O-R-K, so artwork. Lovely. Okay, so we have step 3, add the vowels. Now we're ready for step 4, adding the dot, then line modifiers. So dots. Dots are something you should probably be able to just pencil in because they're too small to effectively do with a stencil. You can just make a smudge and smudge it. Anyway, so I'm going to turn this into some dot-sized bits. Lovely. Beautiful. Now we have a dot. Okay, cool. Sweet. So, okay, this is our L. Are there dots on an L? Yes. How many? 3. So we're going to put 3 dots anywhere around that L. So L, E, are there dots on a vowel? No, there are never dots on vowels. T. Okay, is there anything on a T? Nope. Here's an S. What's on an S? There are line modifiers on the S, so nope. So that's our only dots in let's. Then we have turn. T, nothing. U, nothing, because it's a vowel. R is right here. Oh, looks like we have 1, 2, 3 dots. 1, 2, 3 dots. Okay, T-U-R-N. N is right here and has a line and doesn't have any dots. So T-U-R-N. Then we have words. W. W is right here. It has 2 lines, not any dots. O is there. R has 1, 2, 3 dots. D has, if we follow this here, D has 3 dots. 1, 2, 3 dots. And then we have an S, and an S again has 3 lines. So W-O-R-D-S. Okay, lovely. Now we have into. I has a line going inwards, so we don't worry about that. N has 1 line. T has nothing. O has nothing because it's a vowel. And then we have A. Oh, here's another R, just like an R in words. So we're going to put in 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. So A, R, T. W. Oh, W, just like in words, has nothing. Well, it has dots. It doesn't have dots. It has 2 lines. It's right here. O. And then R has 3 dots. And then our K, right here, it has 2 dots. 1, 2. Beautiful. So that is all of our dots. So we can, put our dots away. Be gone. Sweet. Now we're on to line modifiers. I'm going to get a tool for that. So line modifiers are lines that count when they end on a letter stem. And they can count for multiple letters. They can also curve, loop, and form other shapes. So L already has dots. We don't need to worry about letters that already have dots because you can't have both dots and lines. So how about this one? This is an E. An E doesn't have anything. T doesn't have anything. An S has 3 lines. Bam. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So let's. And then T has nothing, just like that one. A U has a line. A U has a line going outwards. And outwards means away from the middle of the word circle here. So this would be an I, but a U can go any direction out here. So T-U-R, and then an N also has a line. Bam. And I'm going to curve this line because I feel like it. Bam. Like that. Cool. So turn. Then we have words. So we have the W. W has 2 lines. 1, 2 lines. R. No, W-O-R-D. And then this is another S, just like let's. So it's got 3 lines. And I'm going to actually decide to take my line and curve it to connect up to my S. Oh boy, I'm going to have to zoom in for this. There. No, I don't care that much. We're just going to... You can connect lines up to dots, that's fine. W-O-R-D-S. Cool. We have 3 lines on the S. We have 2 lines on the W, so we are golden. So words. W-O-R-D-S. Then we have into. So an I has a line going inwards, and an N also has a line. So we have a line here and a line here, and we can connect those. Bam. So that's done. I-N-T-O. A already has 3 dots. T is good. T has nothing, just like this one in let's. And then W has 2 lines. Bam. Bam. Cool. W-O-R-K. Sweet. Okay, we have done step 4. So now it's time for step 5. So let me grab my sentence circle. So a sentence circle goes around a sentence. Ta-da! And I'm going to close this up lovely and nice like that. Bam. And then I sometimes duplicate and double my sentence circle. In fact, this is a more common practice than not to do that. Let me make it so you can see the whole everything. Cool, like that. There we go. And then for the sentence circle, oh yeah, and punctuation. So there is a punctuation mark in let's, but it won't be able to reach this sentence circle. That's okay. Punctuation lines can connect to a specific spot on a word circle. So we need the LET, we need the apostrophe right here as a double line that doesn't connect to anywhere else other than, like, if it, like, see how there's a triple line here? This triple line wouldn't be a hyphen because they're the lines coming from the S here. This is a double line that connects to nothing other than the word circle here or a line modifier. So that would be a punctuation mark. Okay, so, and then we have an exclamation point at the end. And an exclamation point is right here. It is the 3-dot thing. Oh, I'm going to get some more dots. Oh boy, we don't need preferences for tools. Here's a dot. Bam. And we're going to put that right here. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then sentence circles, they can have decorative divots that don't affect the translation. So I'm going to grab my tool again, and we're going to put a divot here, a divot here, a divot here, and a divot here. And we're also going to put like this guy here because reasons. So here. What the heck? Something weird happened. Again, it's like my layer orders got weird because the way I have my hotkey set up on my mouse is to do the divots from the top layer to the bottom layer. So, yeah. Anyway, we're just about there. Oops. Lovely. L-E-T apostrophe S T-U-R-N-W-O-R-D-S-I-N-T-O-A-R-T-W-O-R-K. Ta-da! Exclamation point. So that was a relatively quick and simple design. I'm sure you are familiar with more of my work if you've seen my gallery, where I spent a substantial amount more time organizing these to be substantially prettier. Plus, I go through and do a method of like connecting things up and sketching, because you can do a lot of cool stuff with this script by connecting. Like, I could have made this connection here, this connection here. I could have even snuck the entire word inside the deep divot of the D here in words, so on and so forth. Yeah, so that is how this script works. And we're on to kind of part 2 of the video, if you are still like lost and confused and your mind is exploding, which is some kind of fun reading tricks that I like to do. So we're gonna just do a little tiny bit of reading practice of some good example words that I am fond of. So here we have our word circle. Again, you start at the bottom and you go counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. If I were to have spun this or something and I still want the bottom to be the bottom, I would use a marker that shows the rotation of the design and indicates where the bottom is. So if I have a marker that looks like this, which I'm drawing here, bam, like that, then you would know where to start. This marker is optional, but I'm just going to keep it here and I'm going to put it at the bottom to have an incredibly intuitive design, I hope. Anyway, okay, so there's that, and we're also going to set up a thing here. Cool. So this is going to be a little kind of direct letter-to-letter translation where I will go through and show the pieces and how they go from a line into a circle. If this is hopefully useful if you're completely lost. So anyway, we're going to go through and put a couple of divot stems on here. Actually, we're not going to worry about this. This can go away. I'm changing how I'm doing this. Yay for the video dragging on a slightly bit slightly bit longer and unprofessionally. I'm just doing this all in one take, by the way. Go me proper video editing technique and stuff. Beautiful. Okay, sweet. Now we're ready. So, I have drawn a couple of consonants. I would like you to look at this guide and figure out which consonants these are. They have no modifiers and are divot stems. So the game is to figure out what one that is and what one that is. And while you're doing that, I will give you the answers. So I guess pause because I'm about to type B, T. Cool. And that is because our B is a deep divot and our T is a shallow divot. Beautiful. So that's a B, that's a T. Now I'm going to turn it into an actual word. Yay! And to do that, I'm adding a vowel. So that vowel has now been added to this word. This is now an actual word. I'll let you think about it for a second before I write it. Lovely. Like just a second, apparently. Cool. So this is the word bat, B-A-T, B-A-T, because this vowel is an A. As soon as it moves here, though, it changes. So we have a new word. This is no longer bat. It is something different. Here is like your 1 second to think, because this is the word bet now, B-E-T. Cool. I'm going to change it again. We're going to move the vowel. It is now here. So what word is this now? It is bot, B-O-T. So now I'm going to do things a little bit trickier. This is now what word? So this is now attached to the B stem. So we're going to go to the B stem itself and see what that looks like. Okay, so that's like a bead on a string. So we follow that down. That would be an O. Again, it's still the word bot. Even though I changed how it looked, I didn't change its meaning. So yeah, B-O-T. Lovely. And then if I were to do this, now it is inside that letter stem like that. Bam. So this is now actually a changed word. What word is this? It is bet. B-E-B-E. B-E-T. B-E-T. Okay, I'm going to change it again. This time I am adding a line. Come on, give me pen tool. There we go. Lovely. Cool. So this is now a new word. And that would be the word but. Yay. Cool. Neat. So, one more word to show you a new vowel, which is this one. I'm going to delete that line and get an actual straight line just to make things a bit easier. So lines that pass through letters do not count. We're actually going to move things. I'm writing the word bit, B-I-T, and I want you to think about what that'll look like as I make it. Stop it. There you go. Lovely. And this line, it can go anywhere this direction, so long as it doesn't start going backwards like this. This is a U. This is an I. Yeah, cool. So hopefully we have our divots and our vowels kind of figured out with these examples. Now we're going to add some modifiers. So I'm going to delete these lines. And we're just going to have our word bet again, B-E-T, B-E-T. And we're going to add some dots to stuff. We're going to actually add lines first. We're gonna change the vowel to make an easier example. Okay, so we're both going to change the vowel and change the first letter. So we know the last letter is a T, but now we're going to add some lines. 1, 2 lines. 1, 2 lines. So the same line can connect up to the same letter, and that still works, even if it makes a circle shape like that. So this has 1, 2 lines attached to a deep divot like this, making it the word hat, because H-A-T. Hat is our answer here. H-A-T, H-A-T. And we could put the A here, or anywhere along here. But we can't put it here because then it would be something else. It would be H-T-A. I'm going to add another vowel. Now we have 2 vowels, and this is now the word hate. And we're going to do another change with the line. This has now got 3 lines on it. And it says fate, F-A-T-E, because deep divot, 3 lines is an F, F-A-T-E. Okay, we're going to do a tiny bit of dots and stuff now. So what's a word I can use? We could do, oh, I have an idea. Okay. Sweet, so I'm currently drawing a word. I have my stems done. Now it's time for me to do my lines and dots. We're just going to have this one do a whole thing because reasons. I don't know. I'm showing that you can do stuff. Cool. Give me a vowel. I want a vowel so I can turn it into dots. Hopefully you've figured out by now what our first 2 letters are. Beautiful. Okay, now this says what I wanted to say. We have a deep divot with 3 lines, so that's an F. We have an I because it has a line going inside. Here's that I, and then we have 3 dots on the R, 3 dots on the R, and then an E. So that would be fire. Cool. And now we're going to change it again. So this is no longer a vowel because it's too big. Come on, you. So I'm changing the last letter. So it's still F-I-R, except it's no longer E. Connecting up those lines. Cool. Okay, this needs 1, 2, 3 lines on it because we have 1, 2, 3 lines ending on it there. So we have a new letter with 3 lines, so that would be an M. So this is F-I-R-M, firm. And we can also do farm, F-A-R-M. F-A-R-M, F-A, this is a G-A-R-M, not an F anymore, because I moved things when I shouldn't have, apparently. I really hope it was firm last time, and I didn't ruin it and have a bad example. I don't think it was. I don't think I actually put the rest of my lines on my F. Okay, 1, 2, 3 lines, 1, 2, 3 lines. That makes it an F, A, R, R, M, farm. Lovely. Cool. Sweet. Oh, I should do something with the TH. Okay, this is what comes to my mind just because it's like my sword fighting name. So if you know that, go you. Lovely, I'm just about done. Cool. So F, R, then we have this letter, which is an I because it has a line going inwards, then a TH because it is a circle on the line of the word circle with a TH on it. So F-R-I-T-H is Frith, which is my name when I sword fight. That's my sword fighting name, Frith. Yay. Okay, cool. So that's it for the basics of words and stuff. There is one more thing I have not talked about yet, which is letter stacking. Yay! So if there's ever a letter in the same column, I mean not same column, same row, you can stack it. So we're going to show some examples of letter stacking. So this is getting to be kind of advanced and weird stuff in the script. So all of these double letters, that you can choose to use them or you can choose not to use them if you don't want to. So let's go ahead and do an example word. We're going to put this here, and we're going to write the word strength. S-T-R-E-N-G-T-H. So we could do the word strength with an S, a T, an R, an E, an N, an G, and a T, and an H, which I will show really quick. So we have an S, T, I'm going to need them smaller than that. Bam. An S, a T, an R, because they're all in this row. Then an E, which is a vowel. Here's an N, G, oh man, they're going to need to be even smaller, H. Okay, S, T, R, N, G, T, H. Okay, now we divot them. So I'd like be taking my eraser, and that's actually a deep divot. There we go, now it's a shallow divot. Bam. Okay, so there's the S, the T, the R, the N, the G, the T, the H, no. I want this. Be gone. Cool. Sweet. Okay. So an S, a T, an R, an N, a G, a T, and an H. Where's another circle? I need another circle. Okay, here's the E. Nah, we're not going to stack that. We're going to put the E here and the N here. So we could do strength like this, all spread out like this, which if you put it all together in a circle, it would, be a circle. Or we could put it together with all of the letters stacked. So if we had, here's our word circle, we could put the S, the T, the R, and then the E there. And then we could make an NG and a TH stack. And we could put them all together. I need my toolbox. I need to change my line thickness. We're not going to be able to change my line thickness because I have that toolbox hidden. Okay, so we're just going to do this. So when you have something like this, you read the letters thin to thick. Bam. Because, bigger is, I don't know. You read thin to thick. Things get thicker. So letter stacking. Letters with the same stem can be stacked. So anything in the same rows or vowels that are E stems can be stacked. And then you read them thin to thick, same thickness as the same letter. Then you can also bump a vowel forward by putting a slash through it, which is a tricky thing. I should wrap up soon. I'm going to wrap up really soon. So we're going to have that there. So that's going to be the S. This is going to be the T. Man, I could write this by hand so much faster. And now here's the R, which needs to be even thicker, so we're going to, make it proper thick. But we have to still erase it effectively. Bam. So this is my favorite example of consonant stacking because of how many letters we can put all together. And then this is easy. We don't have to do any of that, like, hiding lines stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be our S. This is going to be a T. This is going to be an R. This is going to be an NG. This is going to be a TH. So to do that, we need R lines. So S has 3 lines. One, 2, 3. NG needs 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Now we need our dots. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. So we have an S, a T, an R, an E, an NG, a TH, because we have the NG and TH as both circles on the line of the word circle. So that's a good example of how letter stacking works. And now I'm going to show an example of consonant and vowel switcherooing, I guess. That's a word, I think. I don't know. So a very, very common word is the word and. The word and has an A. No, wait, we're going to do not. Is that the one in the guide? Because in A we can just, we're going to do and. We're going to do and in a way. Okay. So we can do an ND like this. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely, because we have 4 dots on a deep divot, and that would be an ND. And now we need our A. Stop it. There. Okay, so here we have our A. And the A here would be fine. This is and. But now it is NDA. But let's say I want that there to make a nice pretty pattern or something. We can move it to be in a different position by putting a line through it. So right now, this is an NAD. So let me write it out real quick. Okay, AND. Bam. So AND. And is the word we want. Right now, this is in the order of NDA. So this is currently a non-disclosure agreement. Now, with that, it bumps it up to go here. Bam. So it moves it in front one thing. And if I want it to be actually the word and, we put another line through it. And now it bumps up here because we have one bump and then a second bump. Bam. So this is how you mess with vowel stacking as far as the order of operations goes. Okay, so ND with an A, but the A is brought up two places, so now it's an AND. Yeah? Yeah, wibbly wobbly timey wimey. So you can do really, really crazy things with letter stacking because, like, in words, we have a W and an R, which are both in this row, and an O. So we could put the WRO all together, put a slash for the O to make it right, and then a D and an S. And then artwork, we could do the same thing for the WOR and artwork. This is tricky and advanced. If you're going to be doing letter stacking, get a spell check. Make sure, this is a thing. I've done this on a couple of designs, like my Allen Z design that I most recently did, where I have everything kind of stacked. No, wait, that's Life Before Death. My Allen Z is fine. It's just elliptical. Yeah, anyway, so that's that. That's how this script works. This is an obnoxiously long video, but hopefully it makes sense and you know how to circles a little bit. I kind of got into rambling, but that'll happen. And I also apologize if I kind of glossed through things because, again, I have been using this script for half of my life, literally. Some of these things are incredibly second nature to me. Like, yeah, what do you mean you don't know an S is a shallow divot? It's just an S, that's what an S looks like. I mean, I have this completely memorized at this point, so I don't need to look at the things, so I sometimes gloss over and don't show. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I can probably turn the video off now. Oh, well, yeah, I said links in the bottom. There are some links and stuff. If you have stuck through this long, you should probably check out, like, my Etsy store, the official guide, the communities and stuff. I have linked the communities, the guide, my store, and a whole gob of other things in the description. So, yeah, that's that. I hope you like it. Bye!